Good day, viewers. You are welcome once again to Financial Accounting class of OVERDRAFT Grammar School Senior online classes. I remain myself, Ogunyan Wo. Today's topic is the continuation of what we did last week, which is the bank reconciliation statement. Last week we treated this. We talked about the cash book and the bank statement. How we are to post the items into the bank reconciliation statement. We were able to do that one. We treated that one last week. But last week I said we will be able to, this time around, we want to treat the overdraft item under this topic. Now, looking at the chalkboard, it says treatment of overdraft in bank reconciliation statement, whereby the bank will be overdrawn from the cash book. Now, at the definition, overdraft occurs when customer withdraw more than the amount in the bank. The cash book will show a credit balance. That is, the cash book balance have been overdrawn. Then the adjustment needed to reconcile the disagreement is a complete opposite of when the cash book shows a debit balance. Now the format. Looking at the format. The format is the complete opposite, like I said earlier, is a complete opposite of what we did last week, which was not an overdrawn account. But this time around, what we have here as the format is that on the bank reconciliation statement, overdraft as per cash book, it must show the OG, that is, it has been overdrawn. Then, what we do is you are going to have the unpresented check. The principle for last one was that we added the unpresented check, but this time around we are going to add the unpresented check, the standing order, the bank charges, the additional check. Then, if you do that one, you will less your unpresented check, the dividend, the credit transfer, and what you arrive at is the balance as per bank statement. I repeat, what we are going to arrive at is the balance as per bank statement. We should also must note that I said it is the opposite of when the cash book shows a debit balance. So, from this illustration, we use this illustration to at least to find a solution. Now, from this illustration, the bank column of our cash book for the month of January 2017, we have the cash book, and then the bank showed a debit balance, a credit balance, that is, the cash book has been overdrawn. Now, showing the bank statement, from the balance, it is overdrawn. Then, all what has been credited to the bank will be withdrawn, will have to be deducted from the balance of the cash book. And then, from there, we have the January 4, this is for Bango, Oludu, Tanimowo, and Tanimola, Bada, dividend, bank charges, and standing order. These are what we have in the bank. Like I said the other time, the first thing we need to do is, first of all, we have to compare the two sides, looking at the arrow. Compare the two sides, looking at the arrow. That is, when you want to identify your uncredited check and your unpresented check. Last week we were able to talk about the uncredited check, the unpresented check, the standing order, the dividend, the bank charges, the errors that occurs, that brings about disagreement between the bank statement and the cash book. Now, same thing we apply this time around. We are going to look at the credit side of the cash book, then we compare the debit side of the bank statement. You look at the debit side of the cash book, you compare it with the credit side of the bank statement. What you find here, and you cannot find there, like I said, amounts to our uncredited check. And the next you find here, that you cannot find here, amounts to our unpresented check. Now, first thing, let's do the first one. Let us start for our uncredited check. Bango, we have Bango here, 610. Tanimola, we have Tanimola here. Tanimola here as this one. animal here, like this. Let's do it this way. We have the animal here. Then you have Nangi. No, Nangi is not there. Therefore, you pick your Nangi 1. Nangi is our own, how much is the Nangi? 610, 621, which is the amount of our uncredited check. That's 1. Then, that's all. Now look at this side to compare with this side. We have Lulu is there, we have Bada is there, but we don't have Shobai. Therefore, you must say 2. Shobai is 579. That one is our unpresented check. Now, having done that, the next thing we have to do is the same we should prepare. We want to prepare our bank reconciliation statement. Here, this is 1. This is another 1. The bank charges, the standing order, and the dividend. If you look at this side, you see that you don't have the dividend yet. Therefore, that means this dividend was paid unknown to the cash book owner. That is to the bank account owner. Now, we have the bank charges, that is on the credit side, that is not here. So that means it is unknown to the owner of the account. So this is what we now want to reconcile. Now, starting from the first one, that is the first method, or like last week, in perspective, that is the first method. Let us say the first method, which we want to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. We want to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Now, you underline it. You put your Naira sign. Then you start. You start as regard the balance as per cash book. As regard the balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book. Because the cash book has been withdrawn, it is on the debit side. So you bring it down as 980. And you put the sign there. You must put the sign there, 980 OD, to indicate that has been withdrawn. Now you had your uncredited check, like I said. Uncredited check. Our uncredited check is Inangi. Amount is 621. Then we have like I said earlier, this one you cannot find here, that you find in the debit side of the bank statement, you cannot find it here. So what you do now is you have your bank charges. Bank charges. And our bank charges is 100. Our standing order is 50. You add it together, you give us 771. Now, like I always say, you have to look for your calculator. You have to look for our calculator. The calculator. You have to look for our calculator. You add it together. That is our 980. You had 771, which will give us 1,751. Then the next thing you do, you less your unpresented check. Unpresented check. Now, looking at what we have done earlier, Shobai never presented check at the bank for payment is 579. And the next thing you have is our dividend that is missing from the cash book. It's our dividend that is missing from the cash book. Our dividend So you had you also input your dividend, and our dividend is how much? It's 200 naira. Then what do you have? Using your calculator, never calculate offhand. 579. You had your 200. Then that will give us 779. Then you less. That is 1,751 less 779 give us 972. 972. This one will be our balance as per bank statement. Our balance as per bank statement. Now, like I said the other time, if you compare, you must compare the balance you arrive at here with the balance in the bank statement. If the balance you arrive at here does not correspond with the one you have in the bank statement, then you are wrong. This is why I circled it. Then you are wrong. So therefore, we have gotten our balance as per bank statement. This is the first method. Now, we want to use the second method, whereby we will prepare our adjusted cash book. It will prepare our adjusted cash book, and from there, we will now prepare our bank reconciliation statement. Now, we'll do that now. We want to prepare our adjusted cash book. Adjusted cash book. The same principle will also be used here, but because the cash book has been withdrawn, therefore we are going to bring it. You do it this way. Our adjusted cash book. Looking at the question again. Looking at the question, you have to put all your signs there, the debit and credit signs, and this one. We still have to come back to our question. Now, we have a credit balance. So you bring your balance down, balance brought forward. And how much our balance brought forward is 980. 980. Then what do we do? The items you find here, that are not here, you bring it down. So what are the items that are here that are not here? Only our dividend. So you now say dividend. Dividend is how much? 200. Our dividend is 200. Then the items you have here that are not here, then you break it down again. So we have our bank charges, which is 100. And then we have our standing order, which is 50. So you leave a space, like I always say, you want to leave at least 2 lines, so that for possible errors, you leave at least 2 lines for possible errors. Now you have 980 plus 100 plus 50. If you give us 1,130, this one is bigger, 1,130. Then you have your balance carried down. You deduct minus 200. You give us 930. Now, if you look at this, are we really right? Our balance brought down will be 930. But are we really right? Looking at the question, are we really right? Now, we should be right. We'll go ahead. So we'll go to the bank reconciliation statement. You underline. Bank reconciliation statement. You underline. And you bring down our 930. The first thing is overdraft. balance was never signed. Balance as per, no, you say overdraft balance as per adjusted cash book. As per adjusted cash, you have 930 OD. Then you had your uncredited check. Our uncredited check, we have Nangi. Our uncredited check is 621. Then you have 1, you have 5, then you have 15. 4, 5, 5, 1. Then you less your unpresented check. Our unpresented check is Shugbayi, which amounted to 5,759. You deduct. What you have here is 972 overdraft. Then this one will now be balance as per bank statement. To be balance as our balance as per bank statement. Now looking at the solution here, the second method. This one is the second method. The examiner at times might not give us the cash book this way and the bank statement this way. Where we're able to just appose here, but they will give us in what? Which you have to start picking one by one what the balances you have there. You have to identify the unpresented check. You must be able to identify the uncredited check, and you must be able to identify all these items, and then you should be able to know how to post it. So during the posting, you must not make mistakes. And after everything, you should go back to it and look at possible errors. Looking at the first method, this one is right, and right. And if you look at the second method, right. And then the bank reconciliation were right. Now, the examiner, majorly in WAEC, if you are asked to prepare the bank reconciliation statement, this one will give us 15 marks. And this is also the second method. If you are asked to prepare the adjusted cash book, it will also give you 15 marks. It will also give you 15 marks, depending on what the examiner wants us to do. So, I hope I've been able to treat the topic. Last week I gave us an assignment. I'll give an assignment this week again. Because of our time, we were not able to treat the assignment. But this time around, I'll give another assignment, at least to practice at home. Practice makes perfect. Our assignment will be on the same topic we treated now, which is exercise question number 9.15a, page 84. Our essential financial accounting book. Thank you.